Day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. And tonight, it's the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Chicago Bulls. Kevin Harlan here with you. Joining me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Our buddy David Aldridge is on the sideline getting stories. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. Josh Giddey is out there with Kobe White. And it's Levine in at the 3, the small forward. And for New Orleans, McCollum and Jones are your wingmen. Williamson is in the pivot with Ingram playing up at 4. And it's Murray in at the point guard. Here we are, Greg, in game 1 of the NBA season. How does opening night feel different from the rest of the season, the rest of the schedule?
Well, Kevin, it's the excitement of the unknown. Everybody comes in with the highest of expectations, right? You got new teammates, some new wrinkles, still a lot to figure out and shake out over the course of a long season.
Ingram there with the defensive effort, putting that 7'3" wingspan to use.
Vucevic against Williamson. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And the Bulls with possession. Here's Giddey. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
And defensively, Stan, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can mean reduced minutes for traditional centers at times, but that's the defensive philosophy they've committed to. Putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
Pass to Levine. Outside, White. Back to Levine. The shot. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Murray, the pass to Ingram. Murray looking around. Williamson dishes to Ingram. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
That's just another level to Zion's game that can make him even more lethal.
White finds Vucevic. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Williams, a screen on McCollum. It's Giddey with the drive. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Just couldn't be denied there. Giddey was willing to fight to get that one to fall.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Williams. That free throw good from Giddey. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
Here's Murray, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Yeah, good things happen when Murray challenges the defense.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Jose Alvarado, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. In third, the Pelicans.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
And so here is New Orleans. After the missed three from Vucevic. Pass to Misi. Here's Alvarado. White covering. New Orleans needs to get off a shot.
You know, Zion doesn't get enough credit for how he shares the ball. He is a really good passer.
54 seconds left in the first. Giddey kicks to Smith, and it's Vucevic in the corner. Back to Smith. Here's Giddey. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Williamson. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
Well, to Zion, a little bit of contact is nothing. I'm not even sure he feels that.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Vucevic a screen on Ingram. Levine for three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Ingram against Levine. Now Ingram. Over Levine. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. New Orleans on top. They lead by 2. From New Orleans, back in a moment. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pelicans?
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Levine and Williams up in the forward positions. Lonzo Ball out there with Dosunmu. And it's Smith in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Chicago trailing here. On the wing, Dosunmu. He's guarded by McCollum, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, how about the concentration from Ball? Not allowing himself to be denied. Really got to wrap him up on these shots to prevent the bucket.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Jones checked in for the Pelicans. Free throw off from Ball. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Now, here's Tice. Really left alone that time.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Smith with a screen on Jones. And Levine, here we go. And then Levine with the jam.
Well, that's the multi-time dunk contest champ, Zach LaVine, reminding us of what he can do.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Alvarado. He's covered by Ball. McCollum looking it over. He gets that one. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's the thing about McCollum. He can absorb the contact and still complete the play.
Stan, you know this. Every team wants those 3-and-D wing types. This Pelicans team is loaded with them.
Yeah, Kevin, they love those type of guys. Long, athletic guys who can defend, and they either come in being able to shoot the three, or they develop them into three-point shooters, and it shows in the numbers. Last year, they were 4th in three-point percentage, 7th in defensive rating. Those are key metrics.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, no secret the Pelicans will go as far as their star forwards, Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson, take them. Guard C.J. McCollum said, I think they've grown a lot. They're seeing how good we've been and how close we are to being great. That's motivation to keep taking the right steps and sacrifice whatever's required to get over that hump. Kevin?
And David, that hump has been pretty big for this team. I'm hopeful they're going to get over it. Thank you for the report. Now, here's Dosunmu. Defense right on him. Williams kicks the ball. Williams has a screen for Ball. 6 to shoot. It's tipped. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. For the three. And it's Alvarado missing. For New Orleans, their last game a loss to the Rockets in Houston. Dosunmu, the pass to Ball. Back to Dosunmu. To the middle, trying to find Smith. He's got it now. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Alvarado finds McCollum. 36 seconds left in the first half. No good with the layup. Outside, Levine. Pass the ball. Tice against Smith. Back to Dosunmu. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Pass to Nisi. A three from McCollum. No good on the last second attempt there. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pelicans lead by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Billy Donovan. Coach, it's been back and forth in the first half. What's it going to come down to?
Well, obviously it's close. We know we're playing against a great team, so we just got to keep grinding and keep playing.
We'll see how it turns out, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
You know, right now for New Orleans, I've always loved when I started the season at home. I'd be eating good, I'd be dominating down low, I'd be picking up that big old dub.
So, Shaq, how many of those Game 1 home openers did you actually win over your career?
AOT, Ernie, all of them.
And now let's talk about those Pelicans. This game has been extremely competitive.
I know my partner here appreciates the brute force, especially on the glass, right, Shaq? And they're in a good spot because of it.
They've shown great toughness, and they've been very quick to the ball. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. New Orleans in the lead, and staying a positive for the Bulls over the last couple seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis for them. You don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster, it's a pretty disciplined group, but it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year.
Williamson is in the pivot with Ingram playing up at 4. McCollum and Jones are your wingmen. And it's Murray in at point. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. And Levine throws it down.
No surprise here. Levine loves pulling up the landing gear.
Ingram against Williams. Jones with the screen on Williams. Here's Ingram. Rebound collected by Levine.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Pelicans. They lead by 1. Jones, no luck. And Chicago shooting at 50% in a decent groove. On the wing, Levine, defended by Jones. Levine dishes to Williams. Vucevic setting the pick for White over Murray. White, good.
Yeah, it seems like White's got that in-between range figured out.
For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Outside, Jones. Back to Murray. It's stolen by White. Pass to Giddey. Now here's White. And here's Levine. Misses the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Yeah, well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, C.J. McCollum has talked about his fit on the Pelicans. He says, with my skill set, I can play in any environment, style, and system. With this group, it's just about me making the right plays and finding my offense without taking away opportunities for B.I. and Z to get theirs. Kevin?
True, David. You know, shooting always helps, and he's got some talented guys around him for sure. Here's ball. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Williamson with the block.
Such a powerful denial. Zion wanted that shot completely erased.
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. McCollum outside. Back to Ingram. Lots of room. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Now here's Giddey. He's got 5. 4 on the clock. Here's Dosunmu. And again, no good by Chicago. Well, for New Orleans, shooting 43% from the floor. Vucevic against Williamson. Pass to McCollum. Ingram against Giddey. Puts one up from 19. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, Ingram working that versatility there as the ball handler in the pick-and-roll game.
Ingram against Giddey. Fires the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Giddey's got it all tied up now for the Bulls. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So the Bulls 5 right now. Levine is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Jalen Smith. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Dosunmu in at shooting guard. Murray outside. Shoots over Dosunmu. Ball with the rebound. Pass to Dosunmu. Dosunmu. The putback is no good. And here are the Pelicans now. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Here's Alvarado. He's covered by Ball. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Murray. Takes it inside, and it's in there.
Well, that's how Murray does most of his damage, going on the attack and putting pressure on the defense.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. So for the Pelicans, Zion Williamson's checked in for Daniel Tice. Ingram comes in for Jeremiah Robinson-Earl. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Jose Alvarado. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Vucevic checked in for Smith. Williams comes in for Buzelis. Josh Giddey's checked in for Dosunmu. And it's White in for Lonzo Ball. And now the latest from our reporter David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He loves what they're doing in the paint. He said, if they're not stopping us, keep doing it. Keep going after it down low. They'll keep pounding it inside, guys.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, 2 tough points from Murray. He's got some grit to his game.
And here's Levine. Williams, a screen on Jones. For 3, Levine. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Ingram outside. Over White. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Well, just huge points there from Ingram. His length is so often an advantage in those situations.
Levine against Jones. Vucevic a screen on Jones. Levine wide open. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Murray kicks to McCollum. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
Certainly a guy you can rely on in pressure situations. McCollum is a savvy vet who can get it done.
Now here's Levine. There's 1:17 left in the 4th quarter. And Jones over to help. It's good, and the New Orleans leaders cut to just 1 point on the basket from Levine.
Those are huge points from Levine. Stepping up.
Williams against Ingram. Over Williams. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one.
Bean passes to Giddey. White against Murray. Down low. Here's Vucevic. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
He sinks the clutch free throw.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
And timeout called by Willie Green. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And here's McCollum for 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It goes on Josh Giddey. And he misses the second attempt, but one more coming up here. And so he ends up making 2 out of 3, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Levine deciding where to go with it. It falls. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Well, in a situation like this, you go to a proven scorer like Levine every time.
And timeout called by Willie Green. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Here's Murray. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. To the paint. Here's Williamson. Count it.
Those are some key points there from Zion Williams.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Jones against Levine. Over Jones. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Levine's got the game tied up here for the Bulls. Now here's Murray. Over White. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. Josh Giddey is out there with White. And it's Levine in at the small forward position. On defense, the Pelicans. The lead is 2. Levine with it, now guarded by Ingram. Just 5 on the clock.
Look at Jones and how he gets after it on defense. Coaches love that kind of hustle.
Williamson is screen on Williams. Ingram wide open. Rebounded by Vucevic. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Baseline J on the way. And no good. Jones, the pass to Ingram. It's McCollum on the wing. There's the triple. Knocks down the trifecta.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Jones against Levine. Pass to White, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And they go to the intentional foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game.
And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. 19 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Guys, what's your take?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Outside Williams to stop the run. Pelicans with the rebound.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
So we see the Pelicans get the win here. They escape with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. So now for Greg Anthony.